Why does it do that? Let's fix that. Greetings, Battle Brothers. It's me, Aurelia, Tempris, Defender of the Golden Throne and Servant of Humanity. Hello, I'm fixing my screens. I'm going to adjust how I do this in the future because my setup is kind of annoying me at the moment. But I think I know how I want to fix it. Alright. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been very late. Not very. I've been late recently, and it annoys me. But I have a good reason this time. So here is the reason. Move microphone. Turn to face me, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the happy anniversaries, everyone. All right, here's my reason. So I was running on time. Everything was going smoothly. It was these. These bad boys made me late. So these are some really nice fake nails that Froggy got custom made for me. They match my model, and I'm not normally, let's put it this way. I don't normally get my nails done this long. They looked really short. They looked really, like, short on the little card. And then I put them on, and look how long they are. For context, I really only let my nails grow out to, like less than half that. So I was trying to do things, but it's like, I have to be so, like, dainty and, like, gingerly grabbing things. Yeah, I know there's, like, longer ones, but, like, I cannot cope. I cannot cope. So, you know, yeah, that's why I was late, because I was getting things done, and then I was, like, typing, and it's like, oh, it's so slow, because I'm not used to these. Yeah, they're long. Yes, slay. They're really pretty. You guys can't see them very well, but they look like my model, so you've got, like, this is, like, the main gem on my armor. You've got, like, you see the halo on this one. You've got, this one has the breastplate. Actually, so this one is, I don't know what this one goes to, but this is, like, the breastplate. So the eagle is there. Not the eagle, the phoenix. It's a phoenix. This is, like, one of the wings on one of my, I think, band braces is what you call it. No, it's hard to see anyway because my camera's not, like, super good at catching this. These are just kind of, it's purple with some gold detail. On this side, you can, this one's easy to see. It's, like, my diamond with the feathers. This is also, like, another arm, like, the arm piece, maybe? Oh, no, this is from my, this is, like, my shin guard. Sorry, this is shin guard. This is, like, the arm. This is more detail, kind of like breastplate detail. This is, like, my tattoos and, like, the markings on my on the cloth. And then this one is just more gold detail and, like, purple. So they're really pretty, but they're so long. I love them. I'm so grateful to Froggy for getting me these. They're beautiful. They're stunning. We will see how good I can be when it comes to painting today. Because, for those of you who didn't know, we have an Aurelia mini. So I primed her, put her together. It was a bit of a pain to put together, but that's okay. So we're gonna paint her. Gonna paint her up and make her look all nice and good. I don't know how far we'll get, considering nails, but, yeah. Of course, Froggy did it. So I thought when they came in the mail, I thought she painted them. Ooh. Ah! No! I already glued that. Dang it, my super glue's in the other room. Unless, did I put it in here? Ah! It fell over and I broke it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta go get the super glue. Good job, me. Good job, me. Froggy, I thought Froggy painted these, but she got them, like, made. I think my stuff was, like, a little too complicated. So, yeah. Yeah, and thank you. I'm glad you like the nails. Yes, I'm painting my legally distinct self, yes. No, it's not actually one of those days, it's just I happened to knock it over and it was like, ah. terrible timing. Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry. It's not in the room with me. I have plastic glue, but this is resin, so it's not gonna work. Yeah. Primed white, gonna go non-metal metallic. Nah, I'm not that skilled. I'm not that skilled. I'm just gonna paint it in my regular Custody style with my favorite shade of gold. Retributor Armor. Love this shade. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. We also have Phoenician Purple that I'll be using for the cloak and like any of the like fabric clothy parts. And then probably regular orange acrylic for my hair. But yeah, we'll talk the whole process through as I paint it all up. Okay. Speaking of which, guys, it's skitter time. If you like little Doros, little gremlins getting after you, we have a plushie petition. We want to get one of these made, but we need some backers. So how it works is that if you want a plushie that looks like this to stare at you and cause chaos in your home, there is a link pinned, at least on, I'll pin it on both sides. There's a link pinned. What you do is that you petition $2 today to get the plushie made, and once we hit the total number of backers, then it'll go into production. If we don't hit the backing number, you get refunded your $2. You get it back immediately. But if it goes into production, then you'll get charged later for the remainder of the plushie. So this causes chaos. We love our skitters here. I have no idea. I don't know if anyone's experienced this, but I have, I don't know if there's an actual term, but I'm gonna call it sticker anxiety. And I think everyone has this when they're a kid, when they have some really cool stickers and they want to save them and put them on something that's like really special, but then you never use them. Because I have these stickers and I don't know what to do with them. And this one is a keychain. This one's just regular merch. Oh, the skitter is chained down. Skitter cannot move. So yeah, this is yeah, the stickers are sad, but it's okay. I have to figure out where I'm gonna put them. But here, stickers. Oh, Shadow, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the congratulations. The 2 years. I can't believe it's been 2 years. Okay, I get super glue. I will be back. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't think she was gonna, you know, break when I knocked her over. My bad. Okay, I will be right back. I'm back. Retributor Armor is the greatest paint Citadel has ever made. Yes, facts. So there you go. For the duration of this stream, skitters will be invading. Hide the stuff. What stuff? You're not gonna share? Okay, I gotta glue this back on. When did I do that? Oh no. When did I do that? Oh shoot. So I will admit I might have knocked her over earlier. Can you guys see that? I'll put it up against the nail. Her fingers! Oh no, I was not gentle. She is missing half of her fingers, and like, not like she's missing 3 fingers. No, she's missing half of them. Her fingies. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. It's not actually me, so it's fine. Get some water. No, that's my fault though. That's my fault. I was being careless. I don't even know when that happened. It might have happened while I was priming. Wait. Let me look. No, it happened after I primed her because it's still gray in the center. Well, who knows when that happened? I don't know. Okay, time to glue this with my annoying... They're not annoying. I love them. I love these. These nails are beautiful. They're gorgeous. But I have made an observation. Who wants to hear my observation? I was like, man, how does anyone ever get work done in these? So first off, to clarify, I'm kind of a tomboy. That's not true. I am a tomboy. So I generally prefer to have my nails like short and typically unpainted. I will get them painted on occasion. But if I do, it's usually like a pretty neutral color, or I will do like French tip. That said, I thought tomboys were extinct. No, I'm one of them. But I was thinking, I was like, man, like, how does anyone get anything done with these? And I know the answer. Tomboys are the best. Thank you, Mama Bart. Absolutely the best. But the reason why you can't get anything, like, you can't get anything done in these, it's because these are trophy wife nails. You're not supposed to do anything with them on. Yes, thank you. Too Bright just said it. Like, I said it, and then his message came in. I thought the origin of long nails was to show that you were a high-class woman who didn't need to use your hands. Yeah. Look, I've been doing like that. Bird hands. Yes. No, that's not me. I can't. Celebratory code red, but now I don't know how I'm gonna open this. Oh no. Okay. Boom! I'm a problem solver, not a problem finder, just like my daddy taught me. Boom. I thought that was going to be an issue for a moment. It worked. Thank you, Snips. That was pretty great. I felt pretty cool there. I was like, will this work? It did. You are the problem for the problem. No. No, that's mean. Okay. We got Minnie to paint. Man, I want to fix this. Next time, I'm going to get my laptop and I'm going to put chat over here so I can read you guys better, because I have to turn to like read you guys. And I feel like I miss out on a lot of your comments if I'm like not looking over there, and I feel bad. So we're going to fix that next time. I wanted to do it today, but nails. But it's fine. Okay. We have our beautiful wet palette here. I pulled this out, and I had the last, I think the last time I painted was the Fantasy Mini. It's back over on my shelf, but I painted a Warhammer Fantasy Mini, and I was like, oh wow, that was a while ago. So we've got some, we haven't done this in a little bit. So main colors I will be using. Lovely figurines, by the way. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Mainly be using Retributor armor for the gold, and then Phoenician purple, and then we'll be adding more layers as we go. Not my mods shamelessly plugging my stuff like, wow, where do I get a mini? Insert link. What mini was it? I'll get it. Let me grab it. Might as well grab it. Here it is. I was pretty pleased with this. Okay, I gotta get some good basing materials. This guy. He turned out really nice, but I gotta get a good basing stuff. I can't stay away from gold, as you can tell. But I kind of like the way he looked. He looked kind of like dusty, which I was kind of a fan of. Kitty litter? Well, I don't need like a whole bag of kitty litter. And like, I think I want to do like grass for some of them. No, it's okay. I don't mind getting up to show you my mini. It's like right behind me. So, it's pretty cool. Okay, we're actually gonna move my wet palette over here because I am right-handed. Oh no, I'm doxing myself. I'm right-handed. Coffee. Why coffee? Is it because are you threatened by my Mountain Dew? I don't know why else you would say it. I'm gonna keep this super glue right next to me because I'm probably gonna need it. I gotta get more gold. I'm almost out. It's a crime. I just use a lot of it. To be fair, I've painted a lot of minis with these 2 pots of gold. And a whole Bane blade. Okay, where is my scooping brush? I have a brush I use to scoop the paint. Okay. Scoop. We're gonna use a lot of gold, so we'll just start with this. Here we are. Posture check? Oh, okay. Posture is checked. But it will need to get checked a couple more times. Get my shop towel. See, I'm not nearly ready because it's a debuff, frankly. I like to work with my hands, and these nails, they're a debuff, but they're so pretty. They're so pretty. I think if I ever did like an in-person meet and greet or something, I would wear these again, but I don't know if I'll wear them for another hand cam. The Bane blade? What about the Bane blade? I don't have it here on my desk with me because I'm painting today. When we were building, it's easier for me to have it on the desk. I actually primed the knight. I have to actually buy more primer. There's like 2 pieces I need to finish priming, but after that, like, you know, pretty good. Okay. Oh. I accidentally hit it with the top of my hand and I heard something. Is that a finger? Oh my gosh, is that a finger? Is that one of her fingers? Do you guys see that? No, you can't even see it. Hang on. I think I found one of her fingers. It's her finger, guys. I found her finger. How do you glue it back on? I don't even know which one it is. It's probably her middle finger. Okay, well, where are the others? That means they're here on the table. Is it even worth it? I'm gonna put this here. Chat, the finger is there. You guys can't see it because of the glare, but if you see another finger, let me know. I can't believe I found that. Or, oh no, actually, that's not her finger. I broke off a piece of her hair. That's why I was like, I heard a noise. How will you glue it with those nails? Yeah, I can't. Okay. Okay, well, we're thinning our paints. Always thin your paints. Oh, what a beautiful shade of gold. This is not how I wanted to thin the paint, but here we are. It's a little too late. Toothpick to apply the glue. Yeah, I'll have to do it after. It's fine though. Okay, we're just gonna. Oh my word! I'm gonna be about as graceful as a bull in a china shop here. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this, so I spend as little time reaching across and potentially like messing up the mini. There. Skitter. All right. Let's do it. It's toothpick is how I apply glue to some of my really annoying bits. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to see if that works. Oh, is it too thin now? We'll find out. Nope, it's just fine. So I'm putting gold all over her because if a custodian's not gold, they're probably a shadow warden. I mean, they still have gold on them, but they're definitely, they have more black. And let me know if I get out of the camera. I'm prone to do that, so if I end up being like looking at it really up close, just remind me to get it back in frame. Okay, there we go. I'm also hoping I don't mess up my nails during this process. I'm like, I don't want to get like paint on them because unless I notice it right away, I think I'll have a hard time like washing it off. Okay. Any thoughts about the golden tyranids that were discussed the other day? Golden tyranids. What do you mean they were discussed? I'm curious. Is like actual Warhammer golden tyranids? I'm not aware of actual Warhammer golden tyranids unless you're talking about tyranids eating a custodes, then that's heresy and you need to go to prison. So, you know, choose your words wisely. Because the Inquisition is always watching. And you never know if you're going to get one that's in a bad mood. There's also the White Custodes scheme. Yeah, those are the... Yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with those too. But I think most people are familiar with the Shadow Wardens. Which, to be fair, I really like the black. It's pretty cool. Okay. And now, I know some of you have gone ahead and you've actually bought an Aurelia Mini. Either you printed it with the STL files that I'm selling, or you got it from the guy who is printing them. Either way, if you do paint an Aurelia Mini, please let me know and post it in the Aurelia art channel in our Discord, because I really want to see what you guys, like how you guys paint her. If you guys decide to do something different, you're like, you know what? I want Shadow Warden Aurelia. You can do that. I want to see it. I want to see what you guys come up with. I think it'll be cool to see all your different ideas and how they look. So feel free to do that thing, because I think that would be pretty awesome. So I know one person's already done it and it looks awesome. The purple that they used reminds me of the purple of like the Emperor's Children, because it's a little bit more like magenta, and maybe that's just how it looks in the photos, but it really made me think of that, and I was like, oh wow. Like it would just reminiscent of that, at least in my mind. Okay, get in under there. We might just have to paint the feather over white later. It's okay. I have to get a thinner brush here in a second. Still can't believe she didn't leave Warhammer to become a crab streamer after the New Year's stream. I'm sorry. Sorry, I kind of like Warhammer. I kind of like it. One second, I'm getting a tiny detail. I don't want to get it on the hand. Oh, too late, I got it on the hand. It's whatever at this point. Oh well, we'll deal with it later. Happy 2 years of service. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's crazy that I've been doing it for this long. It kind of feels like yesterday in a way. It feels short and long at the same time, if that makes any sense. It's kind of bizarre. because I don't know, it's so interesting. Like I remember, so I didn't tell you guys this, but one of the things that I used to do, because I used to stream on Thursdays. When I first started, that's the day I picked to stream, because I was like, oh, it's like the day before the weekend, like, you know, it's like usually slow, like the next day when I'm working, so I'll just do Thursdays, and that works for me. And I used to make Thursday, because I was streaming and I usually didn't want to cook, I would go like get Taco Bell in advance of stream, and I would have it. I would like either eat it partially on stream or or I'd eat it after. I don't do that anymore. Yeah, boss is painting the boss. Indeed. Indeed. Let's see. Yeah, this gold under here is gonna be a little annoying. I might need to get a thinner brush. I think I'll just get a thinner brush. Yeah, Zephyr, great. Yeah, painting. I am painting myself. Yeah, I primed her and she's now getting ready to get painted. I'm running out of Retributor Armor Gold, which is sad, but I think we'll have enough for today. I could probably paint a couple of her, since, you know, you thin down your paints, but, you know, we're getting a little close for comfort. But I definitely don't have enough to paint my, my Questoris Knight. I'm gonna need to get some more stuff for that. Gonna need to get more for that, and I prefer to use the same bottle of paint, even though Retributor Armor is, like, you know, pretty consistent. I usually like to use the same bottle for, like, a big project like that. Oh, I didn't get under here. According to new custom character rules, you cost 130, 140 points on the tabletop. Oh, I'll have to look into it. I saw you talking about it, but I didn't read what the nice extra buffs you gave me for the tabletop. Oh man, I gotta look at the Tempris Auxilia stuff for tabletop, because that would be really fun to play. But it needs some, last I checked, it needs some balance, but that was several months ago now. I think that was sometime middle of last year, actually. Oof. It's been a while. I haven't finished building my despoiler, too busy. Well, if you're not busy right now, this is a great time to work on your minis. This is what I advocate to chat all the time. You're not busy, like, you can work on your stuff. This is the perfect time to get things done, or if you need to do, like, chores or something, get your chores done, fold your laundry. This is the opportunity to do that thing. Because you don't need to watch both your eyeballs. I'm not a incredibly talented painter. I'm not bad, but it's not like you're watching me for my techniques. Right? Right? What stats will you have on the tabletop? Someone in one of my mods was talking about a couple ideas for on tabletop what my stats would be. This is a little bit obviously too big for like a tabletop mini. I wanted one more for my desk. But yeah, oh, Irradiated Rat, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Hi, my name is Aurelia Tempris. I'm a Warhammer VTuber. Currently, I am painting myself. We're just kind of having a chill day, a chill Sunday before we go into the week. Welcome in. What were you guys doing today? What were you guys up to? Your new model is so amazing. Thank you very much. I am so happy with the way she looks. It's like gorgeous. So I'm glad you like her. I'm quite I'm very biased. I'm so biased. But every time I look at her, I'm like, dang, she looks so good. She looks so good. But what were you doing today for your stream? And thank you, mods, for getting the shout out. Have you heard the custom character rules from the Maelstrom books coming from GW? No, not yet. No, not yet. I have not looked into it. Trying to finish painting my Death Guard before the Eldar arrive. Oh! Oh! How are the Death Guard coming? I know Froggy is like very like loves doing Death Guard stuff, but how is your Death Guard? Are you making the pustules really gross looking? I can't stand it. Anyone who paints like Death Guard really well, it should look absolutely disgusting. It's like, ugh, I want to puke just watching it, just looking at it, just like, ew, no thank you. No thanks, don't want to run into them on a bad day. But yeah, some of the Eldar stuff looks really good. I may or may not decide to get some later. I'm debating. Because part of me wants to do a Blood Angels army, but like... I kind of want to do something that's kind of like a different style. Like, that's not like big pauldrons. Because like, I'm like, Custodes, Blood Angels, and then I think Eldar would be fun. Because it's just kind of a different style. Yeah, they're really pretty. They're really, really pretty. You also have the Huron box coming. Oh, good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I still have to work on my pile of shame. I gotta finish all my Custodes first. Chat has talked about at some point doing a 24-hour painting stream. I won't lie, that sounds like a lot. Sounds like a lot. And it sounds like I'd probably just pass out during it. They haven't brought it up in a while, which, you know, is of a relief to me. But unfortunately, I just brought it up. It just crossed my mind. 24 hours of painting sounds like, yeah, yes. But I think Froggy did that. I think Froggy, I don't know if she did 24 hours, but she did a lot of hours of painting for her partner anniversary. Oh, yeah, no. It sounds terrible, but like I feel like that's the only way I'd get all my Custodes done. I'd rather 24 hours of War Thunder. Probably just as miserable like an hour in. Yeah, Froggy is built different. I kind of, okay. Full disclosure, I've seen some clips of War Thunder, and it looks kind of fun and I want to play. However, I've heard that the community can be kind of toxic sometimes. Is that right? Did I hear that correctly? Is that right? I think she did nearly that for Golden Demon. Yeah. Yeah. She's built different for sure. I could not do it. It's only toxic if you interact with them in the chat and you can mute the chat. Okay, fair. I just heard it's kind of a game you kind of need to be good at, otherwise people will be like, bruh, and they'll get on your case. But it looks like fun. Like, I want to go around and with a tank and shoot things. Competitive is a strong word. It's Team Fortress 2 with tanks and airplanes and boats. It just looks fun. Like, I've seen the clips. I'm like, man, that looks really cool, but it seems like there would be quite a learning curve before I could get, like, good at it. Okay. So, time to do the tiny little gaps. Just don't leak the government secrets. Bro, I find that so funny. Oh my gosh. Number of days without government files getting leaked on War Thunder. Hilarious, by the way. That's so funny. Like, I'm sure the governments don't, like, they don't find that really great, but it's so funny. So funny. Multiple learning curves for different vehicles and playstyles. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. But no, I think that's, like, just a funny little, like, bit where it's like, oh yeah, this is just, like, a thing that happens on a regular basis. Government secrets. Okay. Trying to make sure I get everywhere. Because there's this gold. I don't know if I'll need to do a second coat. Maybe it's a good idea to, just in case. Sorry, the mini's gonna be closer to me while I try to get the little tiny details. It's hard to kind of see everything. Oh, and by the way, Rat, feel free, and your raiders, if you need to eat, sleep, relax, do whatever you gotta do, go do it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. You should send me pictures of your death guard. Because I know we talked about it a little bit before, but I want to see some pictures. Because I think we're friends on Discord. So if you're still here, send the pictures to me. If you get a 6-inch figure, I'll buy one for sure. Well, so one of the things you can do with the mini file, if you buy the STL, you can size it up. So you have files that are unsupported, so if you wanted to 3D print it, you can size it up. So it is doable, but you would need to support it yourself. But we have supports for the 50 and 75 millimeter, courtesy of Babbling Prophet. He did that for you guys. He was really, really nice. Nom, 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 nom. My Code Red tastes delicious today. This is my second Mountain Dew for the day, but I figured it was allowed because today's anniversary day. Just a little treat for myself. Just a little treat. All right, getting the arm back in here. Yeah, I'm really happy the thinning the paint, it looks really good this time around. Like, I sometimes struggle with putting too much water, and in metallics, like if you put too much water when you're thinning your paints, they just don't look right. But it didn't turn out too bad this time around. It's like kind of the perfect consistency where you still have that really bright color, but it's not super caked on. That's kind of hard. I don't know what the original message was, but my paint water cup is too small to mistake it for a drink. So for reference, let me grab another one. Okay, just moved over here. For reference, I got these at like Walmart. They're like little espresso cups. So this one is the same size as this, and it's like way too small for me to even reasonably try and grab it. So that's how I can never mistake it for my water cup, and I drink out of a water bottle. So I either have a can on my desk, a can that I drink out of, or my water bottle. So that's why I make sure I cover myself so I don't make that mistake. Because a lot of people think when I use it, you can't see it because of the glare, but when I have my water cup and I've been painting things gold, they're like, that looks like coffee. I'm like, it's a very sparkly coffee, but no, not coffee. Definitely paint. Definitely paint in that cup. Paint water. Okay. I think I've gotten all the little gaps. So hard to see. I wanted to paint parts of this before I glued it together, but it was like, I was like, no, I should probably glue it together because then I'll have like a better idea of like how it's all gonna, like the layout. Oh, hi Aurelia. I know you probably don't celebrate, but happy Chinese New Year Eve. Well, happy Chinese New Year Eve to you. You're right, I don't celebrate, but it is kind of cool. I do think, you know, perhaps this is kind of like a basic thing to say, but I like the different animals for each year. Because what is it? What is it? Wasn't it like Year of the Horse? Who are we painting today? Me! Hello, that's me. Look at that. Look at her. She looks so nice. This year is the horse, as in this upcoming year, or this last year was the horse? I don't know. Have you seen the 3D printed minifigs? Not the layered ones, I mean the ceramic ones? No, I have not. Okay, so the upcoming is horse. What was this past year then? It's horse's year. Snake. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember seeing someone make art with Fulgrim, and it was like year of the snake, and I was like, oh okay. All right, time to get some purple. We have Phoenician purple. Put you over here so I don't accidentally knock you over. Okay, I'm trying not to get paint on the nails. Okay. Wait, last year was the dragon. Wait. I'm hearing different things. Is it dragon or snake? I thought it was snake last year. But someone is saying that it was dragon. And now I want to confirm. We'll need to do a couple coats of purple here. Happy anniversary to my second favorite custodian kitten, will always be #1 in my heart. Okay, that's fair. I accept that. And thank you, homie Data. The new model looks sick. Thank you, thank you. '24 was dragon, so it was 20. So dragon, snake, horse. Cool. I don't keep track. The best name custodian after Lord Valdor? Yes, I'm glad you like my name. Aurelian, incredibly based. Wasn't fair what they did to him. So messed up. Man. Why are humans so corrupt at times? We're not getting into that any further. I said that, I'm like, no wait, we're stopping. We're stopping here. No more, no more. No more. I was talking about it in the context of Aurelian. We're not getting into anything else regarding that. Yeah, that's a little too watery, but we'll fix it in the next layer. So you'll probably notice as I'm painting it, and you guys can't really see, but I'll say it here, there's a bit of a crack here. I have some minis that I shipped to people that I owed minis to. So I took the minis that had like the mini that had like the most flaws. For the most part, everything else turned out fine. This was like the worst flaw in the printed minis that I got, but it's not too bad. I just wanted to clarify that I took the worst one. I made sure all of the other people I owed minis to got the best pieces. But yeah, that's why you might see a little bit of a crack there. How's your day, Aurelia? I got your mini. Yay! Gonna assemble it soon. Yay! You played Eldar versus your cousin's Black Legion and you almost won. Ah, man. I've heard Eldar, like, you really gotta know how to play them right. Otherwise you'll just get, like, you'll get creamed. So I'm happy that you almost won. I gotta figure out a good strat for my Custodes, because I always get really close. With Custodes, you have to win by getting secondaries, and that's not always easy. So I gotta figure out a better strategy. Ooh, tank plastic kits, those do sound cool. I do love tanks. I love Bane blades. I do love good tanks. Oh, Redtail Wolf, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you. Oh my goodness, if you got a sub from Redtail Wolf on Twitch, please say thank you. Thank you, man. Which, by the way, I need to send your mini to you. So, it's unavoidable. You can't stop me. I'm gonna send it to you. So, you know, you can't turn it down. I'm gonna send you your mini. I owe you a mini. I will not be indebted to anyone. I refuse. If I owe someone something, I will pay them back. I don't have purple for your cable. I have to buy it soon. You could also get like a regular acrylic paint at the store. I'm using Phoenician purple, and this is what I use for my Custodes. But you don't have to use this. Someone used like a purpley magenta, and that also looked really nice. It looked really good because it like had the same like it was a warm color, so it matched kind of with my hair and the gold armor. So it kind of stayed in like a warm color palette, which did turn out really, really nice. I might need to get a thin brush to get up in there. Congratulations on year 2. I have to go back to my birthday stuff. Oh, is it your birthday? Happy birthday, Red Tail Wolf. I hope you have a good birthday. Thank you for the bits. Enjoy, whatever you have planned. I hope you have a good time with friends and or family. Because yeah, I didn't plan too much for this stream because I did a lot for my debut. And I wanted to do my debut sooner rather than later. I couldn't wait. I was like, I could wait for my 2-year anniversary. And then I was like, no, I don't want to do that. Elder are essentially really hard to play right now. You build a tournament list or lose because they keep getting nerfed. Yikes. Yikes. Cool question. Do you have or plan on having a stat sheet for your model? There are some people in my Discord that have been talking about it. They were talking about like today or just the other day. I have not looked at it, but I'll probably review it and be like, yeah, okay, this sounds good. So if you guys want that, I will work on that. I'll put that on my list of things to do. Did I get purple on the back? I can't tell from the shadows. I think I got purple on the back of her armor, but I can fix that. I gotta get the cape. Oh, I gotta do her sash too. Okay, well that's good for now. I'll just get this here. Will it be paired with the Skitter Army Codex? We haven't balanced that fully yet. But probably, we probably will pair it with that eventually. Ooh, do a little dollop. There we go. I had too much water on my brush. When painting, hold your hands so that your wrists are touching each other. This will stabilize your arms to minimize your hands shaking. Yeah. So I do that. I usually do like something like this where I get really close. But thank you. I appreciate the tip. Oh, Mr. Clean, thank you for the 20 gifted on the YouTube side. Thank you. Please say thank you if you got a gift sub from Mr. Clean. That was very nice of you. Oh my gosh. We're just painting today. We're just painting. And everyone should work on their stuff too. It's a good time. The edge of the paintbrush got caught in my sleeve. Okay, there we go. Thank you for the happy anniversary wishes, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, or if you're not on camera, pressing your arms to your chest also works to stabilize your hands. Yeah, because it'd be like, have to like right there up close to my face, but when I stream, I have to kind of keep it far away from me, which makes it a little harder. Not impossible, but you have to have a little bit more fine motor skills. Glad I have this tactical rock that my hands can hold on to while I paint this mini. Oh, there's a bit of gold back there that I missed. Okay. We'll go back and get that in a moment. One moment. I can't really see under her arm when I'm holding it under the camera, so I have to do it this way. Hello, hello, welcome in. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. We're doing some mini painting. I'm painting myself. And I really like this design. Alexi did a really good job on this. Okay. Some purple in here. Okay, there we go. It's not very great in some sections. It's just like, ugh, it's a little sloppy, but that's okay. That's okay. Doesn't need to be perfect when you're doing the base layers. If it is perfect, man, that's crazy. Ugh. I'm currently finishing my 2,000 points of Carcharodons. Ooh, dang. You should post some pictures, put them in the Discord server. I try to keep an eye on things like in some of the channels. I'm not like the best at it, but I've been trying to be better about keeping an eye on like what people are posting and like their creative endeavors. It's kind of cool to see what people are up to and what stuff they're painting. You'll probably need to do 2 or 3 coats on for the purple. The gold is pretty solid. I don't think I'll have to do too much. I do have a little bit of gold I need to do over here that I missed. One second. There we go. If we fund the plushie, will you paint that too? Paint the plushie? Like buy a plushie and like paint the plushie? Like, it's like fabric. You're not supposed to paint it. But you should make sure to get the plushie done. The skitter, this adorable thing, it could be in your home, causing chaos. Reading your mail. Yeah, it's very chaotic. Reading your mail, paying your bills for you. There's fabric paints. I mean, I could do that. I would get a second one. I was actually thinking about how many I should get of my own plushie. You know, if the petition is met, would I get 2? But I don't know, because I'm like, I would like one for me, but also I was thinking like in the future, like, wouldn't it be kind of cool if I could give like my own plushie to my kids? Like, I feel like that would be kind of a cool thing to do. I don't know if it's just me. Making printable armor bits made of plastic. That would be kind of cool though. Armor the skitter. But I was like thinking, it was like, how many do I get? Do I get 1 or do I get 2 so that I can share the plushie? I obviously need a pack of them. How much is a pack? Pack of skitter, how many are in a pack? Easy. One is for hugging, the other is for storage collection. Okay. If you get one, it will be lonely. If you get one for you, one for your future kids, they will individually get lonely, so you need 4. Okay, I'm sold. I'm sold. We're getting 4. Your chat scares me. They like doing taxes. I don't know if anyone really likes doing taxes unless you're like a Gilliman person. I will say, I've talked about this before. I have a friend who does like doing his taxes. I was like he enjoys like going through like the process. Well, maybe not going through the process, but having everything organized so he can do his taxes. Don't you mean I have to have 8? Wait, what do you mean? No, if I have one, I have a plush. So it's like this. I have a plush for me. And then my kids get a plush, but they're lonely by themselves, so they each get another one. So there's 4 of them in total. Unless you're advocating I make a guess, and I get a Skitter plushie for every possible child. Then that's interesting. Husband plush? Nah, he doesn't need one. Everyone in the family gets a Skitter plush. No, you're right. I should get one for all the family members. That's gonna get pricey quickly. What is the plural of a Skitter? Skitari? That's a great question. Is Clippy in here? Is Berserker Rush and or Clippy in here? We need to get the expert on it. He won we had a Skitter design competition and he won it, so he is the Skitter master. It's really funny, it kind of became his whole personality. He's not, dang. That's a shame. He won one competition and now his house is covered in Skitters. And it's not a cautionary tale, that's actually a very good thing. He gave in to the light side. Is that why the Horus Heresy happened? Horus and crew didn't get a Skitter plush by mistake and they decided to rebel? Yep, correct. That's what happened. I have posted the current state of the army in the Discord. Let me look. Let me look. I happen to see your message. Sometimes I miss them when people message it. Crafts and creations, I hope it's in there. Let me look. Ooh, wait. Let me make sure I get this right. I'm gonna check in 2 places. It's either in tabletop gaming or crafts and creations. Ah, here it is. Your Carcharodons. Ooh. I like the green. It looks green on my screen at least. I do have color filters on, so forgive me if I'm wrong. I really like the one with the... Yeah, it's a Blood Angel sword. Well, it looks like a Blood Angel sword. That's what I think of. These are nice, man. Good job. Oh, the gore. The gore is really good. Probably can't put that on stream. Maybe I can. I don't want to risk that. The gore is really good. It's like really stringy. Well done. I like it. Yes. I'm sorry, Joe, you're not feeling well, but I'm glad you're enjoying comfy stream. I like to do the comfy stream vibes every once in a while. Tip for you Battle Brothers, never leave your significant other out of family things. Like, everyone should have a Skitter so they all feel like they're part of the family. Correct, correct. I was speaking too rashly when I said no. Everyone needs a Skitter. Is that why Sanguinius... Wait. Here's a thought. Is that why Sanguinius died? Because he didn't get a Skitter plush? I feel like this is like a really important thing to discuss. That's probably why he died. He didn't get one. Man, that's rough. I hope someday I'll make the Nazgul Marines. Ooh, wow, that's really cool. I want to know how you do that. Do they all have like hoods? Because that's kind of how I imagine them. They need to have like hoods so they kind of look more like you know, the Nazgul. Cypher, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Thank you, man. Okay. One sec. I'm getting some of these little areas with the purple that I missed. You might need to do one more coat. Might need to do one more coat. It looks pretty solid. Oh wait, I can't see my OBS. I switched my screens over. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. But I think I'll do one more coat. I converted back to the Imperium today, gave my Dark Angel Black Templar Grey Knight mashup chapter. Ooh, I like that. I'm easy to please, frankly. I'm super easy to please. You guys are like, oh yeah, this is my concept. I'm like, I like that. That's cool. Hang on, I gotta look at my model for something. I think I painted something wrong. Oh shoot. Okay, so you guys see there's okay, this sounds weird, but like the guard, there's two little plates in the center, and I was only painting as if there was one of them, so I gotta color this appropriately. Let's put the halo up. Let's put the halo up, why not? I gotta repaint that. Let me do the purple around it first. Yeah, that's definitely armor. Man, I don't know my own model apparently. I've definitely looked at the top half of my model much more than the bottom half. Yeah, see there's another layer down in there. It needs to be gold. On a random note, solid nail painting sparkle, and thank you, Froggy got these for me as a gift. They look like my new model, so like that's obviously the feathers on my armor. Okay, let's get this back to being gold. One sec. I keep saying one sec because like I feel bad that I'm not looking at chat, so I'll be like, okay, one sec guys, I'll look at you in a moment. I just gotta do this. There, okay, so that there's two pieces that should be gold down there. Now we'll get the black out. Those inner thigh plates are important, especially you can't use normal armor plates. Yeah, right? Right, they're really important, so you gotta make sure they're painted correctly. Okay, need the black. It's technically like a gray. You guys can like kind of see it here. I'll show you. Hang on. You guys can kind of see like the base of my neck, the gray of the body armor. And there, you see it's gray, like where the arms are. And yeah, and like the thigh. But we're not staying zoomed in on that. Oh wait. I do like your model that you made it yourself. Oh, I did not make it myself. No. I did not make it myself. I paid someone. I am not skilled enough to do that. I paid someone to do it. There's no way I could have done that on my own. No way. I appreciate your confidence in me though. I appreciate your confidence. We're gonna get the gold here on the sword. Yeah, it's like a mushroom color. But it might just be easier to go black. I have yet to decide. Oh, I didn't get this little inner part on her wrist. Let's get that. Man, I keep like, I'll like turn and I'll be like, oh, there's a spot that I missed. I'm like, okay, gotta get this now. Sorry, there's a fine details I've gotta get. Dumb question, do you have a successor chapter of the Blood Angels that works with your character? No, because I am mother to all Blood Angels. If they needed me for assistance, like, I would help them. But I don't have a specific one. Well, okay, technically. I have my own that I kind of came up with. They're called the Radiant Suns. And by came up with, I mean, like, I created their name and, like, kind of their logo. Like, I had a concept in mind. Like, their chapter symbol. But other than that, I've not done any lore. The community has decided they are going to make lore for them. And I'm okay with that. That just is something I never did myself. They just were like, oh, yeah. So technically, they're the ones that I came up with, and I could technically work with them more than the others, but for the most part, I love all my sons. I love all my sons. All right, I need my orange. I have no fancy orange. Let me look at the shades. We're gonna go with this one. And then do I have a regular gray? I think I only have metallic grays. I don't want metallic. I just want gray. I don't have that though. That's fine. That's fine. Every mother has a favorite. I mean, that is technically true. No parent will admit they do have a favorite child. I have a question. When will you appear on Adeptus Ridiculous? That is not a question for me. That is definitely like a Bricky question. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I remember this. Also, don't ask Bricky that question. That kind of can come off as rude if you ask him that question. Because he is in charge of his own thing. He can decide who he wants to have on that. And if he reached out to me and asked, I would say yes, but you know, don't ask him to ask me. He's a grown man. But I will now explain the reason why I gasped. Because I just remembered I had a dream last night. I have no clue why this was in my dream, but I had a dream where, like, this is bizarre, where Bricky died. He like died in a fire or something, like he was saving someone and he died in a fire. I legit have no clue why. Like, it's not like I've even talked to Bricky recently. I just had that dream. Yeah, I know. I remember waking up in the middle of the night and I was like sad. I was like, bro, that's so messed up. And then I forgot about it when I got up today. Sorry, I was just like, well, that's wild. I totally forgot that I had a dream about that. It's so weird. Yeah. Congrats on the 2 years, Captain. You've come far these 2 years. I'm hoping you have another successful year of streaming. Thank you, Wolfwood. I appreciate it. I hope so too. I thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I know he was an EMT at one point, Bricky. I don't know why, but it was, I don't know why I was dreaming. I don't know why he was in my dream. Bizarre. Bizarre. I have no clue. I have no words. I'm gonna get this orange hair or red hair. We're not gonna do it like this shade, like this is kind of like a reddish orange. I'm just gonna stick with like a traditional like ginger bright orange. I think most gingers have more of like a reddish tone, at least the gingers that I've met. There was only one that had like bright, so I knew one that was kind of like auburn, like an auburny kind of like ginger, and then there was one that it was like a really pretty like orange. It wasn't bright orange, but it was gorgeous. Like it's probably the prettiest hair I've ever seen in my life. Just beautiful. I don't have links for the Radiant Suns lore, but I know they're sitting in the Discord somewhere. There is probably some Aurelia lore historian who knows where those sit. I do not know off the top of my head, but I know there's been some art pieces made. My best friend has more of like reddish auburn, but the really bright orange, like Weasley orange, is quite rare. Yeah, like her hair is really pretty. Yeah, I don't even think any of her like siblings had that hair color. It was like, I was like, wow, so pretty. Now I gotta go find her on like Facebook or Instagram or something to go see how she's doing. Because I'm like, huh, how is she doing? I hope she's doing all right. All right. All right, time to get the little tiny details. One second. The Radiant Suns lore is still being worked on, last I heard, but there's some details unknown. Yeah, there's like some details, it's just not like a ton, if I'm remembering correctly. It's been a little bit. I feel bad, I should know it. I should know it better, but I haven't looked at their lore in a moment. The Tempris Auxilia is the more popular Aurelia related lore. All right, let's get in here. Okay, there we go. Oh, ow. Oh my gosh, my neck. I'm pretty sure you guys heard that one. I was pretty close to the mic when I popped my neck there. Sorry about that. There we go. She's coming together. I think I might use, I think I'll end up using, like, a shader, like a Reichland Flesh Shade. That one's kind of reddish. I think I'm going to use that for the hair, so it has, like, more of kind of a red tint to it. Oh, I think I need to pull out my brown, too. I don't think I have a regular brown. At least not a Citadel paint brown. Where is it in here? Dude, it was first try. I'm looking in a dark drawer and I pulled out my brown on the first try. You wish you were as cool as me, pulling out colors. Yeah, so what I'm just putting the bright orange. I'm not gonna do it reddish like this one is. Like, it's like, this hair that I have currently is like very red. My old model was more orange, but I will put a wash on it. So it will go a little darker, but I don't want it like too, I don't want it too red. Okay. There we go. Let's do a little bit of mixing. Now we're gonna do the sheath. Of the sword. And like the other stuff that's like on it. We'll use, do it in this with this big brush first because I had a lot of paint on it. I don't want to waste it. Okay. Hello, welcome in from Argentina, you say. Well, I hope your day is going well. And it's probably evening at this point. Could it be a VTuber who isn't into chaos? That is correct. I am not into chaos. Don't talk to me about Slanesh. Slanesh is icky. If I was gonna pick a chaos god, it would be Korn. But that's like last, like, you know, that'd be like my very, 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 very last pick. I am Imperium pilled all the way. I'm a loyal girly. Trader Primarchs are gross. Yeah, I am I do not like Coas. Not in the slightest. Sorry, I know I'm off camera. I have to get her little belts. And there's a little tiny spot of gold I didn't get, this little edge here. Yeah, I watered the paint down a little bit too much, but it's okay. That's what multiple coats are for. And it's not so watered down, it's just, and I'll just have to apply it more than I wanted to. There we go. She's coming together. I'm really excited once we start getting some of these details on her. I'm gonna let the brown dry for a little bit and start getting the gray. I think the closest I could get to the gray. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. I did leg day yesterday. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Okay. Well, technically, so I went on, I did Galentine's Day, and we did like an exercise, like we exercised, and then the day before I did a really hard leg day. Oh my gosh. It was a unilateral leg day, so it was like emphasis on doing like single leg exercises with weights. Oh my gosh, my legs hurt, my lower back hurts. It was a new workout, and I was like, let's try this. This shouldn't be too bad, and I proceeded to die. And it's always the second day after leg day that hurts, so it's rough. So yeah, I definitely suffer today. I'm suffering. We just need a little bit of the white. This Corax white. And then like a tiny bit of black. Because this is kind of the shade of white I'm looking for. Kind of a grayish white. So what you're saying is that you're skipping leg day today? It means I'm not doing leg day. It's like you'll do arms. Like I'll do arms or something today. But I was debating giving myself a break because the last 2 days were some serious workouts. So like I was debating taking a rest day. I rarely take rest days. There's probably someone who's gonna tell me, is like, Aurelia, it's actually better if you take a rest day instead of just working out like hard every single day, but you know, oh well, it is what it is. Just put that over there in case I need more. I only want a tiny dot. I just want it to be a little darker. I need some more. I need more than that. Okay. That just completely devoured the black. I'm surprised. Hi Goomba, welcome in, hi. Painting my mini today. I hope you're doing well. What do you think of post-Heresy Iron Warriors? Just Legion, not their Primarch? To be honest, I don't know too much about them. I don't know how much they have differed. I don't know what the proportion that follows their Primarch and what don't. I'm not super familiar, so I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really know. I don't have much of an opinion in that realm. I wish I had a better answer for you. I just I don't currently. Okay, more black, I guess. Okay, maybe I'll just get a chunk. I don't need that much. I just need a little bit. What are you up to today, Goomba? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by chat. I think that's a good thing though. The nails are peak. Yeah, they're really nice. Thank you. Thank you, my friend Froggy. I'm not normally a nail girl. I don't know how I'm getting things done because it's so hard to grab things. I usually keep my nails pretty short, but my friend Froggy got these made for me and it matches my model. They're so pretty. It just is a little harder trying to paint and grab things. I like doing like work with my hands, so I'm like, oh, it's a little bit of a struggle. I keep just needing more and more black. I think I'm like, oh, this is enough. I feel like I'm gonna get to the point where I'm like, okay, we're gonna put a ton of black in here, and then I'll put too much in, and I'll have to start all over and put more white in there. What do you think about demon engines? They're pretty cool. Oh shoot, that was not supposed to happen. I like the concept of like, come here, we're putting you in our tank, or just whatever machine, insert machine. I think that's hilarious. Like, get wrecked. Just makes me laugh. I think it's really funny. Okay. Don't need that much water. This is the shade I want. Maybe a little darker, but we'll start with this, and if I need to go darker, we can. Yeah, it's not dark enough, but it's fine. Shinji, get in the mech. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to get this darker. A little too light. That's okay. For a base, we're just starting this out for underneath her armor. That's fine. Not a huge deal. It's just a little, Okay. There we are. Okay, one sec. Getting some of these angles. Right, get in here. I will say, since someone said it, it would be kind of cool to paint like a 6-inch mini of myself. Like to get a really big version. I am kind of tempted, but I don't need it. I would need someone else to print it for me. It would be super cool, but I don't need it. Alright, is there any spot? I know there's some spots on her arms that probably... Okay, I think I see one. Wait, I'm gonna go pull up the picture of the mini just to make sure I'm doing the right spot. I always enjoy watching people paint minis. Oh, yay! I like painting minis. And, you know, maybe this is a bit egotistical. I like painting my own mini. It's kind of fun. Let's see. Miniature. Let me look at this. Make sure. I have like a color version of the mini that he made, and I just want to make sure I paint it appropriately. Okay, yeah, so that is a gap there that has the gray. Okay, that's doable. So it is there on her arm. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Nothing wrong with that. You can get way more invested in your own mini. Yeah, true. This is true. I mean, getting into 30K models, 20 Marines per kit. How much are the kits? I haven't really looked into 30K, and thank you, Rexer, for the super chat. Okay, so there is a little bit of like gray in the gaps and like the elbows, which will be kind of interesting to get into, but we'll do our best. Okay, there we go. I got that side. The other side's gonna be harder because it's in like the crook of her elbow, and I have to reach through this little section to get in there. But we can do it. It'll be nice once we get a good wash on this. Nice dark wash. It looks so nice. Yeah, I think I gotta go a little bit darker on the gray. It's a little too light right now, so I gotta add like a bit more black to it. Horse Heresy kits are 89 bucks for 20 Marines. Oh, okay. Still a lot, but not let me think. How many Marines do you get? Isn't it like 150 for combat patrol? And you'll get like 20 to 25 Marines depending on what it is. Yeah, that's for 40k. So that does seem better. I'm holding out hope that 30k introduces the Mark 7 power armor set. I know it's not really Horus Heresy, but I've been wanting to rebuild my Blood Angels 3rd edition army. Ooh, that would be cool. Anything Blood Angels, cool. I like. Tell me more. Okay, we need more. More. We need more black. We're just gonna do a big glob. And if we need more white after this, oh well. I just need it a lot darker. That's kind of what I'm looking for, but I think I need to go like 1 tone darker. $53 for 10 Primaris. Yeah, so it's a bit better. Bit better deal. Ooh, this might be a little too much black, but we'll see. Okay, I think that's it. I think this is the shade. This is the shade. Yeah, 106 versus 89. I was gonna say, it seems like it's about a 20% difference. Ish. Maybe 15. I'm not interested in doing math right now. This is art time, not math time. Can't make me do math right now. Oh yeah, that's much better. There we are. Yeah, you guys can't see underneath her leg, but it already looks a lot better. It was a little too light earlier. Oh shoot. Oh no, okay, that was just water. I thought I got paint on my nails. Like, no! No! The horror. Let's see here. I'll need to touch up some of the gold in this area, but I shouldn't need to do any more with the gray, because it's like no one's seeing this, like all the stuff underneath, unless you're perverted. But none of you guys are perverted, right? None of you worship Slaanesh, so you're not going to be looking under my you're not going to be looking at my my body armor underneath my my cloak. Right, chat? I'm watching you. You'll be smited. Smote. You might. Mods, ban that guy. Ban that guy. Ban that guy. Get him out of here. I appreciate your honesty. No, everyone's into Slaanesh until the spike bat comes out. Everyone likes Slaanesh until the spike bat comes out, so, Oh yes, please go get some good sleep. Get good sleep. Enjoy your day. I hope you are well rested for tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. Now we've got to just touch up here because we just did a bunch of gray in this area. We got to go back and do some of the brown too. Do a second coat of brown. Sleep is the lie of big pillow court. Well, technically, you don't need a pillow to sleep. You technically don't need a pillow, so is it really them? Who is behind it? Who is behind it? Did I rub that off with my finger on accident? We're almost to the wash. We're almost to the wash, and then we can chat for a little bit while we wait for the wash to dry. I'll have to be careful around her head and her hands. One second. I keep doing it. I keep being like, hold on guys, one moment, I'll be right with you. Oh, I feel so bad. I'm like, oh, I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in, bros. I'm sorry, I'm not talking. I've not developed the skill where I can talk and focus on details at like the same time. Like I could only do one. Pick one. And I want this mini to look really nice. Because she's gonna sit on my desk with her broken fingers. Okay, almost done. I think I just need to do a little bit of gold in this little area. I'm debating if I should do one more coat of purple. Because the cape looks decent. I think it just needs one more. Oh, thank you, Stephen. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. Sorry, I was locked in for a moment. Just set up Steve to speak every single chat so you can focus on painting without missing anything. Oh gosh. That sounds terrible. I don't even know why you'd recommend it, even as a joke. That sounds terrible. It was already a lot for me when it, Steve would read out messages on like bits and super chats. I was like, ugh. Like, it would just scare me. I also like not having, like, I don't have to have my headphones on when I paint. Like, so I'm not wearing my headphones. I'm sitting in silence in my room. And I just look over whenever. Yeah, I think that'll be better. Just doing a... Maybe I'll just do an extra coat on the outside. I don't want to do it on the inner layers. It's kind of annoying. So it's just consistent. And we'll get the thin brush, and then we'll do the purple on the sash, and then it's wash time. Give this girl a wash. And then we'll chat for a bit while we wait for it to dry. Yeah, we'll get a lot of this done if we don't get the whole mini done. I even thought about doing some of the color blocking like this in advance, but I decided against it. Figured it'd be more fun just to hang out and look at everything and get to show off the mini. And talk about the Skitter plush, because that's important. Very important. It'd be a huge milestone. I was like thinking about it the other day, and it's actually like a huge milestone for a lot of like streamers whenever they get like their own plush made. So I'd really like for it to happen, but we'll see. I don't want to be too annoying. With new custom hero rules, would you field you? Probably. I'll have someone smarter than me come up with my stats and everything, which some people have. But yeah, I'd play with my own mini. Unfortunately, this is like way too big. Like, let me get my Custodes. Oh, my legs, ouch. So this one's just for my desk. You can see this warden is, he's kind of, a small. So this is not a tabletop piece. Like, she's massive. So, I would not be playing with her on the tabletop. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. So yeah, I would need to like scan this in to like tabletop sim if I wanted to play with it. The only time you're tall. Shush. Shush. I don't know why I put her over there. Okay, the purple is drying. Let's prep our wash. I think, do I have one already made? Oh, I do. I have two that are already made. Excellent, excellent. We will start with the hair. So this one is like a Reikland Flesh shade. It's like a very red wash. I'm gonna need some contrast medium to loosen it up a bit. Let's see. I just need, do I have another pipette? No, I don't have one here. I think I used it the other day. Okay, well, we'll just do this. Main issue with tabletop sim is that it has pretty strict mesh detail limits. Oh yeah, this thing is detailed. Oh wait, you're recommending giving me Primarch stats because I'm so tall? Very cool, yes. Yes. Okay, oh, okay, it's not that. Okay, we're good. I'll just give it a good mix here. So this is some combination of Reikland Flesh Shade and something else. I don't know. But we're gonna use this on the hair. Do I want this big of a brush? I don't know if I want this big of a brush. I didn't need this, so we're good. So we'll see how this turns out. I might need to do a couple coats. I don't think this is going to be dark enough. I don't think this wash is going to be dark enough for the hair. I'm going to need another one, I think. Either do several coats of this or do a different formula altogether. One sec. Trying not to drop this mini again. already done it once. Don't want to mess it up any more than I already have. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how that'll turn out. I mean, sometimes you get more detail after it like sets in and it'll be fine, but I'm not hopeful. It did mute the color of her hair, which is what I wanted, because the oranges I have are really bright. I didn't have any that were kind of like a dull orange. I'm all out of dew now. Sad, sad boy hours. Okay. And I'm pretty confident this is my contrast. It's Wildwood and Agrax Earthshade. This is what makes kind of the armor give a more antique-y look. I prefer the armor looking more antique than like red, like a lot of like the Custodes tutorials are. So I prefer to go this route. So we're gonna put this on the armor. We'll start up here. Oh wait, hang on. There's one tiny bit I noticed that I'm missing. There's like one tiny section that is missing gold. Fixed. Okay. I forget that for this I need to work quickly. I kind of forget sometimes. I'm like, okay, it's a wash. You gotta spread it out. Don't want it to pool too much. We want to pool like just enough, but not too much that it like washes out like you have too much detail and too much shading. Because one time I let it dry too fast, like it dried too quickly, and I had applied too much, and then it just didn't look right afterwards, and I was like, oh shoot. Like, the mini wasn't ruined, it just didn't look right. Oh, I didn't do gray, the dark gray in those corners. I'll go back and do that in a little bit. Good thing that like the wash isn't really needed for those little sections. Like, it's like fine on its own. Okay. This is gonna look nice. I'm kind of excited with how the wash is making it look right now. Doesn't look half bad at the moment. There's always time for me to mess it up, but I don't think that will happen in this stage. I think it's coming along pretty good. We'll just put this in there too. This is looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. Kind of pleased with how all of this is kind of pooling and sitting, I think. Double check that I got everywhere and I got all the extras out of the cracks that I don't want it to sit in too much. Like, I don't know, you guys can't really see it, but I feel like you can see some of the details better on here. That's just me. Have you watched the Chaos God's headcanon voice or the Primarch headcanon voices? I think I saw the... I listened to the Primarch one. Alright, we're gonna put the shading on this bat cape. But I didn't do the Chaos ones, I don't think. Yeah, I probably could have done... We could still do a second coat of purple underneath here while we're waiting for everything else to dry. It's a little patchy on the underside. Not a huge deal, but it's bugging me a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I really like how washes really bring out like a ton of detail in the mini that you wouldn't have really seen otherwise. Okay. Alright, Aurelia, set it down and let it dry. Let it dry. We need to let it dry a little bit. Okay. Let's see. How does the hair look? Hair doesn't look too bad. The wash still needs to dry a little bit, but... Maybe I'll just do, like, more Reichland. I think the other one is a combination, but I can't remember what it is. Yeah, she's looking good so far. Ugh, stretch! It's time for a little break. Ugh. Man. So, I heard some of the projects people are working on is anyone else working on anything fun today during stream? Because currently, you know, me. That's what I'm working on. But what is everyone else up to right now? Oh, and thank you guys. I'm glad you think it looks good so far. Wrenching sound as she unshrimps. Yeah, I'm also just sore from workout stuff in general, so not only is like the stretch feel good, but it's like, ouch. Building my Predator battle tank. Okay, okay. Victrix Guard. Alright, you were working on that a little bit earlier. 3D model errors. Understandable. I'm so sorry. Those suck. Those suck. Watching stream, that's what you're doing? I'm working on getting some stuff to make dice. Oh, are you making resin dice, Laminus? Because, I mean, I make dice, and that's... I do resin dice. This is one of said dice. I need to paint the numbers, which I guess I could do right now. Let me get my purple. I usually have I have a different paint thinner that I use. Where did I put that? I don't have it with me, but I do. Where's my purple? Where is my sparkly purple? Or do I have... Oh, I have it here. This is fine. I don't know if it's dried out, though. Might be dried out. Cleaning my workspace. Ooh. I like good organization. No, it's dried out. Okay, where's the regular acrylic purple? Did I put it in the metallic section or did I put it in the purple? That's navy. Where is the purple? Oh, we're getting closer. Is it this one? Is it really this one? I think it is this one. I thought the bottle looked different. There you go. We'll paint the numbers on these. Eh. Think so. You inspired me a bit, and I want to make some gothic. Oh, you want to make dice with a gothic font? Yeah, those are fun. I am curious. I have debated making, you know, I've been thinking about making some dice for Dungeons and Dragons. Would there be any interest in that? Because I know people like their six-sided dice. This is gonna look so bad. No, I can't do this. No. I need my pouring medium, which I don't know where I put that. I think it's in the other, like, I put it somewhere else. It's not here with me. And Gurno, thank you so much for subscribing on the YouTube side. Is OBS struggling? No, we're good. Okay. Man, I get so paranoid now. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, well, good luck making the dice. I can't. No, I don't like how this is gonna turn out. My pouring medium that I use to thin I use something different to thin out my acrylic paints when I paint the dice numbers, and it just is not gonna look good unless I use that. So we're gonna stop that. We're not gonna proceed. I thought, oh, it might be fine. No, it just doesn't look good. It's not the same. Not the same. So you're going back over here, buddy. Somehow, tetrahedron and icosahedron molds both sound much harder to work with. So the process for making dice is like kind of interesting. Maybe not, depending on who you are. But I would say what you really need are, well, you just need your base molds. So you have to get those made special, and then you go ahead and like, sorry, hang on, let me start over. My brain is a little scrambled. You need like dice that basically are like what you cast with, so you have to make them kind of nice, and then you make molds, and once you have the molds, it's kind of easy after that. Yeah. Ooh, I'm working on how to make a Baneblade tank function IRL. Like the model, the mini. Like putting treads in it and like putting a motor in it and making it run. That's pretty cool. I've seen videos of that and it's pretty neat. Making sure I didn't get paint on my nails here. But they're harder to work with, but they're not like that much harder. It's more like the finishing process for them. Cause like I've made some, I won't lie, I've made some D&D sets, but like I, you know, haven't really showed you guys them. It's just kind of like a fun little hobby. You make your own molds for dice? Yeah, I do. You can buy molds, but they're not nearly as nice. So I've made some dice, but it's usually like the polishing process at the end. Like you gotta sand them and make them look pretty. It takes more work than the six-sided ones because they're six sides and they're flat surfaces and they're really large surfaces. Whereas like, so like here, this is not one I made. This is just a plastic one that I have. It has a duck on the inside. I put it on my desk because Amare, she told me that she keeps a D20 at her desk, and so she said she had a die with a duck in it. So I have a die with a duck in it. I already happen to have one, so I keep it at my desk and I think about her. But because like you see they're similar in size, however these faces are really tiny, so when you're trying to like sand them and polish them, it's a little bit harder because you have more sides and they're tinier. So yeah. So it's not too bad. It's like the same process. It's just finishing these take longer. Well, yeah, I won't be doing anything crazy like with like special materials for dice. It's mainly like resin dice and stuff, rather than like stone and other materials you could go with. Very cool. Glad I found your channel. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. So, as much as I love D&D dice, a real massive gap in the market I've seen is narrative dice / Edge of the Empire dice. Well, this could just be me, but I've never heard of Edge of the Empire. So I would say, I mean, I don't know how niche it is, but if it's kind of a niche thing, then there's not gonna be many people that like make them, or if they made them, they'd be like made to order. So, or like narrative dice. I don't know what you mean by narrative dice. Like, I imagine they're like dice with like symbols on it. Edge of the Empire is the official Star Wars RPG. Oh, okay. Is it super popular? I haven't heard of it before, but I kind of have stuck with like D&D in terms of like RPGs. Yeah, they're symbol based. Okay, that's what I figured. I mean, they're not impossible to do if you know what the symbols are, and as long as the symbols themselves aren't like, you know, copyrighted, you can do them. Star Wars players are rare. Yeah, then that's probably why they're not super common. Because you could advertise, like, hey, I do make these, but how many people will, like, capitalize on that? I don't think too many. Oh, for your Baneblade tank project, you were talking about a 1-to-1 scale model? Yeah, good luck. That's a lot of work. The US government would like to know your location. If you figure it out, I will probably never hear from you again. Let me take a look here. Let's see, I think it's dried pretty much. Yeah, it looks pretty good. You can definitely see more of the detail. I mean, you guys don't really get to see much of it anyway because the camera doesn't like really catch up the fine details, but it does look nice. So I think we can move to the next stage. Okay. Oh, I was going to get in the gaps of here. Let's see. I was gonna get in the gaps with the darker gray. Let me do that first. Because I had the lighter gray, and now we're just gonna get... The wash did darken it up a little bit, but I want it to be pretty consistent. And then I'll use probably the same gray for the stone. Because there's no way I'm going to try to marble that. That's just going to be a headache. Okay. Let's see, is there any spot? I thought I saw a spot of like area that I missed a bit of gold on. Go. I think we're pretty much set here. All right. Now the next stage. Boop. It is. Ooh, that's my ankle. Thank you, Full Moon Tales. Thank you. I'm very happy that I've made it to 2 years. I can't believe it. It kind of feels like it was yesterday that I started my first stream. It was a very slow stream, but understandable. No one ever starts out like really like popular right away, especially when they just kind of, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna start streaming and we'll see where it goes from there. So very nervous for that first stream, but I'm so glad I stuck with it and continued to do this. I'm really happy with how things have turned out. I like my community. You guys are pretty great. I can't wait to play the new bolt gun when it comes out, because that was like one of the first like games that I played. And I love bolt gun. Okay. Now, so the next part that we're gonna do is we're gonna take the sections of my armor that are like there's like large like sections of it like exposed, and we're gonna brighten it up with this Skull Crusher brass. So basically we're just making things kind of, we're gonna brighten it up a bit, and then afterwards we'll do the highlights. Let's see. Okay, there we go. There's this. Think we'll ever see a sequel titled Las Gun? No, I don't think so. Bit optimistic, if you ask me. All right. So get all these flat sections. It's really nice. So look at the model now, and see where like the shine hits. I love this step because like it doesn't look like you're doing much, especially since it's like gold on like gold. I mean, technically this is like a brass, so it's like not the same. It's like not gold technically, but like once you like apply it afterwards, you're like, oh wow, like it improves the shine on the model so much. It's kind of neat to look at later. Man, my mic is like bumping my shoulder, and it's like kind of annoying me, but I can't really move it anymore. And we're gonna go like this. There you go. You guys can see that much better. Okay, we're just focusing on like this really like big sections. And then the armor will pop much, much more. And after that, we'll do highlights, which will be the most tedious part, but also pretty rewarding. Let's see. Let me... Here. We're gonna get the inside of this leg on this side. Yeah, because I did that leg first, but I didn't do the back. Oh shoot, there's this section in the back is supposed to be gray. Oops. Oops. Well, I better go fix that. Hang on. I gotta go fix this. There's the spot behind her knee that I totally forgot is supposed to be her body armor. Let's fix that. Yeah, I forgot those are separate pieces. Okay. Mostly hidden, so it wouldn't have been like a big deal, and like no one's really looking at the back of the mini. But want to be consistent here. Okay, there you go. See, that wasn't too much. That wasn't too much. No, the mic is not bothering that much. It's just, I'm bumping it and I'm like, ah, shoot, I keep forgetting it's there. Almost done here with the bright spots, and then we'll get to the highlighting, everyone's favorite and most tedious part of doing minis. But when you do it for gold stuff, like, it ends up looking really, really nice. Alright, so you guys saw the mini earlier. It's kind of still hard to tell, but you can see there's definitely more areas on the model that like flash that like brighter color. It's not super obvious unless you have like an eye for it, which I've done a lot of these, so I can see it a lot easier. And also the camera's not super great, so it's hard for you guys to see some of the sections, but it does have a bit more of a shine. Can I drink the cup? No. No. Alright. Now, the next thing that I do is I take Runefang Steel and I mix it in with my Skull Crusher Brass. And that gives like, it's another lighter layer of gold, even lighter than, you know, the Skull Crusher Brass. And that's what I'm going to highlight everything with. Not everything, but just the armor parts. Need. It ends up being like a really pale gold. I was debating going lighter with my armor and like not starting out with Retributor armor for this mini, but I really like Retributor armor, so I was like, well, it's fine. It's not a big deal if I'm like, my mini is a little bit darker in color than in terms of the armor than my model is. It's not a huge deal. Dreyfus, I think you were actually the 8,300th follower. That's a nice even number. Thank you very much. Custodes or Stormcast Eternals? Hard to tell from this angle. It's Custodes. This is my special mini. I had one designed to match my new model and my armor. And so now I'm painting it on stream. So, Custodes, technically. Alright. Now we break out the fine brushes and we spend our time detailing. I'm gonna do this brush. Alright. This is gonna be interesting because I've not done my mini before. So just trying to get the lines right, because there's parts of it that I'm like, oh, I've not done this kind of shape on the armor. I'm used to the Custodes. So now I've got to be like, oh, okay, so I need this and this. I gotta line this up right. Aurelia confirmed for 11th edition. I doubt it. GW would need to make a mini of me, and I don't think they'll do that. I don't know if I'd want them to do that, actually. Let's see. All right, it's coming. You can kind of see that little area better. This will certainly be interesting. Yeah, this mic is irritating me. Okay, I need you to stop bumping my arm. The highlighting part is the most stressful in my opinion, because you're trying to get those like really fine lines. You know, it's not like, oh, the mini's ruined if you get it wrong, but you kind of want to get it right. I'm locking in. Just started painting a new army today, doing space wolves with speed paints. Ooh, nice. Good for you. If you want, we have a Discord server where everyone posts their minis. So feel free to join that if you want to show off what you've been working on. Especially if you decide to get an Aurelia mini and you paint it up. I definitely want to see it in the Aurelia art channel. Since, you know, it's kind of cool to see what you guys come up with. If you guys decide to stick with the traditional Custodes color scheme or you go with something different. I'm starting to see like the tiny little details. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm wondering if I needed to go brighter, like more silver with some of these highlights, because it doesn't stand out as much. But personally, I like the more subtle highlights. Maybe that's cope. Maybe I'm coping and I'm like, well, you know, maybe it's just because I don't want to go back over and like redo some of my other models. But I don't mind the more subtle change in the color. We'll see. It's kind of harder to tell on the leg armor anyways. What'll really be the test of if it's light enough is how the chest plate turns out, because it is lightened up a bit. You guys can tell, right? You guys can tell that there's a difference in the legs, right? Between the torso. Is that just me, or am I coping? Am I coping? Maybe. I might be coping. But I feel like I can see a difference, even on OBS. Yeah, you can see that? Okay. You see it? Okay, that's good. It must be quite something to have your own mini. Yeah, I mean, I paid someone to design it, so it wasn't like... It's not like a mini showed up on my doorstep like, this is you. It's like, no, I intentionally made one. Hello, welcome in. Alright. We're gonna do this arm. I like doing feathered bits because it's really nice just to do a nice single stripe on each feather, like a really tiny one. Oh yeah, and also I definitely want to see the minis if you do an Aurelia mini, because I want to send them to... Good gracious. I want to send them to the designer. Hello, welcome in. I only recently started painting myself. Nice! Are you working on anything fun? Okay, I'm glad you guys can see that there's a shade difference. I gotta put, ooh, maybe I should put purple in here before I do any of the highlights. I want to get the wash in, so I think I'll wait on that pauldron before I do any highlights there. Most recent project is a warpsmith. Ooh, cool. When I have the money, I like to start painting. Yeah, and if you happen to have a 3D printer, which those are expensive, you can get free files online that are like really nice to like work with. But yeah, it is expensive. That is 100% true. Especially if you get the plastic stuff from like GW or elsewhere. But remember, you do not have to get the really fancy paints. You could just get regular acrylic paint from like a hobby store. And that is good enough. Not need the fancy stuff. Some of it's kind of overpriced anyway. I'm into the Tyranid, Leviathan, Hive Fleet, as in just kind of like the lore in general, or like the minis. Because the Tyranids are cool, and like I have thought, like, man, it'd be kind of fun to paint a Tyranid, like, for once, but I don't like the Tyranids. Even though I am hungry like them, like hungry all the time. Not a fan. Okay. I got that side. Okay, now for the chest plate. Part that will be well, not even arguably, that will be the hardest. Because there's a lot of fine details in it. And actually some of the details get a bit lost even in this size of a mini. Oh yeah, I need a second. If you want to get into Warhammer, Kill Team is a lot cheaper and requires less to start playing. Yeah, if you want to play and paint at the same time, I agree. Make sure I haven't messed up my nails. Okay. Alright. Alright, now I'm gonna do my best to let you guys see what I'm doing here, but the details are like really fine. I will say this is probably the finest detail I've ever done on a mini. The Sanguinius that I did had really fine detail, but he's obviously kind of large. But because this mini is so small, the detail like is like, ooh. Okay. Hang on, guys, 1 second. It's time. I gotta lock in. We're locking in. Oh. Yeah, you can see there's highlight there. Oh. Oh. Yeah. The helmet is for locking in. I don't have a voice changer for it yet, but... Ugh. Digging the rock vibe? Thank you, thank you. I got this, this background music made by Stringstorm. Okay. Yeah, see, so one of the things you guys can't see that there's, in her armor, there's like some swirls on the side, but they get lost in the print because, the details are so fine. When people say the helmet makes it easier to paint, they're not talking about the painter, but Mini. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We're gonna do a little tiny bit of highlight on the top of this little brooch. I'm gonna paint that purple, but I want to do it a brighter purple. I need to do a couple layers. Okay, so we're gonna do purple in these sections. I'll need to do a couple I'll need to do a couple coats for sure. But I wanted to do the purple after I did the wash. The nice thing about these little sections is that they dry kind of fast. Not a lot of paint, and the paint dries quickly. Especially if you do really thin layers. Oh. Small hack I picked up from D&D: a metal can or cup can simulate wearing a helmet really well. Well, I can't really have a metal can while I have the helmet on. Unfortunately, it won't work very well for me. If I try to do it like that, I'll need something digital, which shouldn't be too hard. I just need to go look around for it. It's not a priority of mine, since most of the time I have the helmet off, but I specifically wanted the helmet, A, because people were asking if I was gonna have a helmet, and I already planned to, and B, I was kind of like, it'll be fun just to have one. Alright, we're gonna do the purple stones. We're gonna do the base the same purple shade, but we're gonna lighten it up with some brighter shades of purple. We might have to go back and touch up some of the gold sections, because I think I just, like right there, I think I just messed up a little bit, but that's okay. There we go, we got most of that purple. Probably need to let it dry for a sec. Is it bad that I thought of Warhammer while listening to the Miku song? Horace, you could call me Horace. That's interesting. I don't know why you were thinking about Horace. How'd you get all that hair in that helmet? Don't ask. But ponytails and stuff, you can do high ponytails and buns and it'll work just fine. I do love your face mask. It has cat whiskers. Are you talking about the grill vents? The three lines? Is that what you're talking about? Those, it was not designed to look like a cat. That was not the intent. I'm kind of curious what you mean by this. Yeah, the cheek girls, but they're like not really in good like whisker. Like whiskers, like they point like out and like up. These are like slanted downwards as you go to like the outside. So I don't see them as like cat. No, I mean, you can think what you want. That's fine. I was just like, for me, I was like, cat? Oh, shoot. Not me to do that. Okay, now to do the highlight, because those look pretty good. So now to do the highlight on this pauldron. And the angles on this. Just so I can get this, some of these lines. Go, almost there. Okay, let's see, just a little bit of the swirls on the back. I don't know if I already got these, but we're doing them again. It's turning out kind of nice. I'm pretty happy with it. Whew. Oh yeah, this is my own mini. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Which mini is that? I've never seen before. Yeah, it's my own. I got it designed, so it's me. Hang on. Wait. Let me take the helmet off. See? See the resemblance? I do a little bit on her shoe down here. Need any on the back? Oh yeah, I definitely want some on the back over here, on the back of her legs. Your design is amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, correctamundo is a slang term. It's just correct. It just means correct, don't worry. Alright, I don't know if I want to do all the highlights in like inside her, in between her legs, because that just doesn't make sense. Alright. Is the orange hair, will it get darker as it dries more? I'm gonna do a few more washes on it. That's a great idea. Like, that's a good reminder. I'll do that right now. It'll get a little darker, probably not too much. I might need to, actually, we're gonna do, I have Raikou Flesh Shade. Oh, I have two of them. Is one of them open? Is this the closed one? Yeah, this one, this is the full one. This one's more like red. Do you have lore written anywhere? I do have a lore video. So... Oh, thank goodness. I thought... I for a moment, I was so worried that I had opened a new one and I didn't mean to. Yes, I have a lore video. Let me get that for you. Oh. There you go. I have a lore video. Alright, we're just gonna... So this will make it darker, but I might just need to paint it darker. But in a second, I'm gonna do the flesh tones on her face and her hands. Because I think that's pretty much the last bit we need to do. I hate doing faces. Oh, scary. I am not good at them. Oh, and then the silver of her sword. That one's kind of easy. Okay, I have, let's see, where is it? I thought I had a nice beige. Do I not have it? Kind of. I'll go with this other one that I have. Oh, every time I stand up, my legs are killing me. Ugh. Oh, and white. Hang on. Do I have a... I do have an opalescent white in here. Is it in this drawer, or did I put it somewhere else? I have like a sparkly white that I was going to do the feather in. I can always add that later. I'll just do it in like the other white I have for now, and then we'll, then I'll dress it up on my own time. Because I think it's in the other room. I think I left it. Apparently a good tip for doing finer details like eyes is doing just above or below them. Oh, really? I should know that. I didn't know that. Do you have your face marking? Not, well, I mean, technically, no, because it's part of the, like, it's part of, like, my skin, so it's not, like, they stand out. It's not like they're cut into my skin, it's just kind of there as a layer. But I don't, it really, I might do it on my own time, but it sounds like a lot of work to try to put tattoos on my hand while streaming. I'm gonna need to do several coats because I got gold on her hand. Yeah, I'm not thinning these paints. Maybe I should, but it's kind of like such a small part of the mini. I'm like, is it worth it to? No, don't skip leg day. Have you not learned anything? Have you not been listening to stream? Clearly not. You never skip leg day. Don't be built like a triangle. You just work only arms, it's not going to be very beneficial for you. Yeah, definitely going to need several layers of this shade. You don't need to tell us it's hard to skip after leg day anyway. Yeah. Yeah. It's just some people are saying heresy in the YouTube chat. Alright, let that sit. I'll get the white. I don't care what the Omnissiah says. Do leg day anyway. even if you don't have legs. One thing that English VTubers have, but Spanish VTubers don't, it's that English VTubers usually have products about them. Spanish VTubers do not. Yeah, I guess it's the culture, but a lot of English VTubers definitely kind of have that. I think it's primarily based off of what's going on in the corporate world when it comes to VTubers, and a lot of independent VTubers kind of follow those trends. Cardio beats chaos? Yeah, you should do cardio as well, but strength training is really, really good for you. Strength training helps you get the body you want. Like if you're trying to like thin out, strength training can really help with that. As long as you're like, you know, eating the right foods with it too. Alright, another layer of this. Okay. That's a little too much paint there. Oh, that might be hair right there. I think I just painted that tan. I think that's supposed to be a hair in that little section. Yeah, the hair darkened quite a bit. It's like, it's still kind of bright, but I don't mind it as much. It's not as bright as it was initially. We're actually gonna get this little section. This is actually hair right here, I think. Nope, that actually was like regular skin. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it just looked a little bit weird from my perspective. It's fine. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I'll probably do the rock by myself because I want this whole thing to dry. Because we're almost done here. 3 hours to paint this. This is not too bad. I have to do a little bit of detail with the cloak stuff on the back and on the front. And I guess technically, if I was, you know, being really good, I would do highlights on the cloak on like the raised section so it's like a little bit lighter, but I kind of prefer to have shadows on the cloak than to like have shadows and highlights. But this isn't too bad considering like the only things I really want to like add are tiny details on the stones to make them pop a little bit. Not too bad. Good night, good night. I hope you get some good rest. That was too much paint. Okay. Let's see. Now, the thing that worries me the most is like I always like get so nervous about using the wash for the flesh. It always is like, oh, it's scary. It's scary. So we're gonna ignore it for a second and we're gonna do the cloak details, the little gold bits. All right. Make sure this is nice and pointy. Okay. We're not gonna be really fancy, like, it's just kind of like, we're just putting like the gold on the edge, but it's not gonna be like a specific pattern. It's just gonna be me kind of filling it in with this and because there's no way I'm doing all the individual symbols on there. You totally could, and it's well within your you're well within your rights to do that, but I'm not doing that. Okay, got the back done. It doesn't look very... It's okay. It's not like the nicest looking thing. I bet you I could probably make it nicer by being like, oh, we'll just stick like a straight line, but mine, in my opinion, doesn't need to be perfect. Not for this. Yeah, that's okay. Not the best. It's okay with the... You can't really see the gold from this angle with the lighting on the purple. You can kind of see it there. Are you winning? Yes, I'm winning. I am winning. This is facts. We're gonna do more purple here. Okay. Probably do the flesh shade. Do it really, 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 really light. I'm gonna do it on her hand first. Looks awesome to me. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Just want like a tiny bit and see if I like how it looks on this hand. I'll let that sit. I think we'll do another, actually we'll do another layer of the flesh shade on her hair. So it gets darker. Not so dark, just enough to make it less of like an annoying bright orange. Oh, I didn't do any on the underside. I gotta do it on the underside too. Almost forgot, because it is bright down there. There we go. Ugh. We're almost done here, chat. I'll just do the rock another time because I don't want to grab the rest of the mini when it's still wet. I don't do anything special for the swords. I feel like I should. Like, I should do something that's, like, gray and I, like, really fancy with the edges, but I'm just like, eh. It's silver. That's fine. It doesn't need shading. It doesn't need highlights. It's got all it needs. Nothing fancy. I mean, this isn't a power sword or anything. If it was a power sword, I'd totally do this differently, but nah, no need to. Alright, she's almost done. I think I just have to bite the bullet. The mini model looks great so far. Thank you. I'll post pictures in the Discord when I'm finished with it. Cause yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out, and for like 3 hours worth of work, not too shabby. Not too shabby. My opinion. Now we have to do the scary thing. A wash. Oh, what the heck? Oh, shoot. Oh, this always happens to me. I just had a drop of water fall off my paintbrush and onto the model while I was putting the wash on. Oh my gosh. I always like, this is why I get so nervous doing like the washes for faces, because then stuff like that happens and it's like messed up and I'm like, ah. For the sanguineous model, I messed up the wash and it did not look good. Because it didn't pool quite right. It did not look very nice. Okay, set her down so it pools like it should. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm gonna touch up some of this purple here. There we go. Oh. Let's see. There's a small portion in there that I didn't quite get the gold. We can get in there without messing up the rest of the mini. Got it. Okay. I think, I mean, we gotta wait for the wash a little bit. But I think, I honestly, I won't lie, I'm gonna do the face off camera. I'm not gonna do it here. Too stressed out to try to do the face on stream. No, that's too much pressure. It's too much pressure for one girl. I can't take it. I simply cannot. Oh. But yeah, here she is. She doesn't look that bad. She looks pretty good. I'll take a picture, and I'll post in the Discord, and then I'll do a follow-up. Oh, I should probably do these gold. I'll do that later. I'll do that later. Yeah, I'm so ready to defeat chaos. Yeah, so I'm gonna add a bit of sparkly white to the feather, finish the face, do a couple gold details on the scabbard, and just do the rock as well. But yeah, she doesn't look half bad. I think she turned out pretty good. And the hair darkened to a color that I find, like, reasonable. It's not, like, so bright. The wash really kind of brought it down, which I knew it would do. It was just like, oh, what's it gonna look like afterwards? But it turned out pretty nice. I'm quite happy with it. Oh, let me slide the screen over. Oh, Rat! Oh my gosh, have you been hanging out this whole time? Well, thank you if you have, and you know, I'm happy to see you back if you haven't. Thank you. I'm pleased with how she's like, you know, turned out so far. Let me switch to the other screen because I've got to. We'll chat for a little bit. So I gotta press my buttons. There we go. Oh my gosh, no wonder it was so warm in here. I was like, man, I'm kind of warm. My ceiling fan isn't on. I thought it was on this whole time. I was not paying attention. Oh, my light's not even on. Okay. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. Works for me. That turned out really good. I'm very happy. Yeah, no, I was so locked in. I'm also wearing a long sleeve, so there's that too. That probably doesn't help the process at all. It's a little toasty in here, but that's okay. More cracking of the neck. Oh, did I crack my neck? I wasn't even thinking about it. Wasn't even thinking about it. But yeah, I'll post pictures in the Discord, and if any of you guys make an Aurelia mini, post your pictures there too, and I'll comment on it, because I like seeing the Aurelia minis in the wild, and if you use it for a proxy, we'll get a stat block for it. I'll talk to someone, and we'll make sure we get a stat block for it, so it looks all nice and good, and you can play it for your games. Oh my goodness. I'm just a little eepy. Just a little eepy. You know, this is what happens when you're locking in. And you lock in that hard. Oh yes, thank you too, Bright. Thank you for shouting out Froggy. She is the one who got me my nails. They look really nice. I don't know how often I'll wear them because they're so long and I cannot function I cannot function normally with them, so, you know, we're just gonna have to figure that out, but that's okay. There you go. There's more neck pops for free. You get those for free. Oh yeah, thank you guys, and thank you for hanging out with me. It's my 2-year anniversary. I'm so happy that I've been doing this. Like, I never thought we'd get to this point. But I'm so grateful for all of you. Really, it's really cheesy and silly, but I'm glad I started doing this, and you know, this really makes me happy, and I really enjoy spending my time with you guys talking Warhammer stuff. It's been really good. Thanks for streaming. Of course. I really like doing this. It's really fun, just, you know, getting to do this. I never thought this would be a hobby that I could do for fun. Yes, there. Yes, 38,998 more years to go. That's if we get into, yeah, I guess that would be the 40th millennium. Not quite 40k, just shy of that. Just shy of that. Sorry, I'm so thirsty. My voice hasn't like 100% recovered from yesterday, since I did all the reading for the stream. I did so much reading. So, when the throat is coated, yeah, I gotta get it. I get it. Blah. I gotta get more water in my system. I did not drink enough. I did not drink enough during the stream. But that's okay. That is a-okay. So, let's see. Let's see if there's anyone that will be fun to raid into. Maybe with someone new. Maybe someone new that we haven't. You had water right in front of you. Not paint water. I'm not gonna drink paint water. Why would I do that? No. Why? Let's see. I want to pick someone new. I just don't want to be like weird. Oh yeah, flavor water. Oh, for gamer subs, I really like. Let's see, what's my favorite one? I really like their creatine one that they came out with. They're all sold out right now, but it's blue. It's like blue Gatorade. It tastes really good. Okay, I really like it. My favorite thing, so before they came out with their creatine flavor, I just have my regular creatine, and I would put like 2 scoops of a flavor in it. So I really like Sweet Six Pack, which is Bricky's flavor. It's really good. I like that one. I also like Anime Girl Thigh, which is orange creamsicle. But lately what I've been doing with their creatine one is that I get like more creatine in my, like, after my workout. So I'll do creatine and a scoop of their creatine thing, because it's like half of what I normally put in. But their creatine one also has flavor. So it's really yummy, and I want to get their lemon lime one, but they're sold out. They're sold out. But I think in the future, if possible, what I'd like to do, I would really like to do like a creatine flavor with them. I feel like that's perfect. I would love that. I think almost more than having a regular flavor. I think I'd do like a peach or something. I don't know. But I'd love to do a creatine flavor for like a creator. For creator like that. It's so good. Oh man. Mountain Dew flavor. I legally distinct Mountain Dew. I don't think I could get away with anything else. That would be very, very difficult. So maybe not that. Yeah, the gamer subs names, the auto mod gets that. What would you name the flavor? Oh, it depends. If it was a creatine one, you have more options for flavors, because currently Gamer Subs has like a wide variety of flavors. So like your options are kind of like limited if you want to have like a unique flavor. But for the creatine ones, they only have 2. So if you wanted an orange, you could do like something with orange. So it kind of depends. It kind of just depends. Thank you for keeping us company and providing someone to hobby along with, and may there be more anniversaries to come. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I like hanging out with you guys and just painting and chilling and just doing that thing. Okay, I have decided. I have decided who we're going to. Let me look really fast. Let me just make sure. I think I've decided who we'll raid into. Okay, so we are going to raid into Alicia, or Alicia, depending on how you say, X Life. She has done some really good reactions to the Warhammer videos. This was probably like a year and a half ago, and I liked her reactions. She has a Slanesh model. She's not wearing it today. But she's real chill. We're going to raid into her, so please, follow all the streamer rules. For those of you on the Twitch side. Yeah, but she seems pretty nice, and yeah, it looks like she's well, she's streaming with a bud. So I will catch you all later. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for my 2nd anniversary. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for making this a very fun and awesome hobby, and I'm so glad that I get to obsess over Warhammer with all of you guys. So that said, do not skip leg day, or I will come to your house. I will live in your walls. Don't skip leg day, okay? Okay.